December's been so far pretty good. Lots of new games to dive into in only these past few days, and a lot more coming in the following days. This has been quite a while since we've actually done this. But today, we're going to be going through the ultimate list of offline games, mostly single player, that will not disappoint for you to play this holiday season. First of all, first things first, for fans of old school scares that really appreciate modern polish, Forgotten Memories Remastered is now available on both platforms, and it's possibly the finest game in quality this whole year. In fact, the remastered version amps up the tension with really good new graphics, the improved lighting, and smoother gameplay, plus the DLCs do keep things flowing. This game offers a setting reminiscent of the Silent Hills, for those of you who missed it, a rather solid story, and a mood that really tests the nerves. Forgotten Memories Remastered is absolutely worth diving into. On second hands, Shadow of the Depth is a pretty new top-down roguelike dungeon crawler. It's possibly one of the best games you'll play by far this whole month. The story is, you are a blacksmith's son who's now out for revenge after his village was destroyed by some monsters. You're not limited to just one, but several heroes to pick for the journey, each with their own distinct abilities and over 150 passives to unlock in the benefit. Every dungeon is randomized in this game. There is a bunch of boss fights, plus the hand-drawn art and lighting really sets the tone. File number 3. Miniatures, a story collection, which we mentioned before here, is a pretty unique, pretty short as well, an interactive experience, and about 4 different stories. This game is developed by the BAFTA-nominated Other Tale Games. This collection though features a lot of really creative animations and shifting environments, lots of intriguing puzzles, and all wrapped in a very artistic narrative. As you uncover each world in the game, it provides a fresh perspective through a child's lens. And while it's a rather brief, rather hour-long journey in each stage, its beautiful art and the thought-provoking tales make it perfect for a cozy, reflective gaming session. Coming in at number 4, well, Total War Empire has landed on mobiles, and it's all about ruling the 18th century. You're going to be leading huge armies, managing trade routes, and making big decisions that could change the history. This game keeps all the deep strategy of the original, but it is now streamlined for mobile, so you can dominate anywhere. Whether if it's epic land battles or naval showdowns, you've got to think ahead and outsmart the rivals. If you're a fan of grand strategy, this one's a must-play for taking over the world on the go. Coming in at number 5, we have The Abandoned Planet. This is actually from the famous developers of Boxes, Lost Fragments, and other console, PC, now mobile game Lost in Play. The Abandoned Planet is a puzzle adventure game that has been in the making for years, and a few more months in its demo form, and finally now sitting on the mobile platform, with over 100,000 downloads in just 2 days. We highly recommend this one to people that really enjoy pixel art design, because you really won't go any further than this for free. It's a small game in size with a mad amount of creativity and puzzles. Definitely a great mobile game that'll linger for a while. Raiders of Treasure Island is both multiplayer and an offline single-player classic, actually a little bit inspired by the Indiana Jones series. You can either go solo or team up with friends to fight, steal treasure, and level up. You can pick a profession based on your likings, whether if it's a ranged or a close combat, or even magic, and try different maps full of different kinds of loots. This game is free, roughly 8 GB in size, and now available on both stores. I've mentioned this game before, but Poppy Playtime Chapter 3 is now finally here, and it's bigger than ever. They really went all out with this one. Everything looks so polished, especially the grab packs are way cleaner than the earlier chapters. It's just wild how they packed all that console quality horror into a mobile game for just $5. The puzzles are tougher, so you'll get a lot more playtime, and if you're into controllers, it works with that too. Whether you're playing offline or online, it's a must-play for anybody that likes a good horror game. Great Legends Deluxe is where quality racing is at right now. See, on mobiles it has the most intense mix of arcade fun with precision sim handling, and the controls are really smooth. In fact, you've got everything from hypercars to trucks, and there's a ton of mods like circuit, elimination, and time trials to keep you busy. The live action story mode throws you right into the Grid World series, plus all the DLCs included. It's the full package for racing fans right in your pocket. At number 9, Carrion, the award-winning reverse horror sensation of a game, if you could call it, has finally slid its way onto Android and iOS, bringing the unique thrill of playing as the monster to mobile screens. Carrion is actually known for its twist on the horror genre. It lets you step into the role of an ever-evolving creature, devouring everything and everyone in your path. The mobile version stays true to the core experience, offering optimized controls, smoother performance, DLCs included. It is brilliant. As in the case of supermarket manager games, we've had a ton of these games recently, right? However, my supermarket journey is possibly a neck and a head above the rest in almost every nook and cranny. It's fun, rather comedy themed, and your daily operations are huge. Besides, you can customize the supermarket to showcase your own style, be it stocking the shelves to ensure smoother checkouts or dealing with hazards. Every decision actually impacts the success of your business. Anyway, all without needing Wi-Fi, this is a must-have for anybody that seeks quality. On the other hand, Shantae is back, and this time she's diving into a whole new tropical adventure. You've got this massive sunken city to explore, and with her new fusion magic, she can instantly transform into different creatures to help her along the way. Shantae and the Seven Sirens, for those of you who missed it, is an action platformer, a little bit reminiscent of the Castlevania games. It's packed with cool stuff, tons of labyrinths, minigames, etc. And yeah, of course, belly dancing is back to trigger all kinds of abilities. It's bright, fun, plus it works with the controller as well. Now, that being said, Hissy Fit is one of my favorite games today. This game is just all about causing madness and guiding a little snake-like creature in a world that's completely destructible as well. You will smash through the walls with explosion, electricity, or you will just plain simple force. Each level then gives you a new challenge, and there's always a leaderboard to climb, so you can keep coming back to outscore the other players as well. In fact, you can unlock and customize new characters, like the sausage dog or the dragon, and have fun in a big physics-based sandbox all in all. So, River City Girl 2 is finally out for mobile, and it's bringing the classic brawler action right into your phone. The game now this time offers a bigger world, new enemies, and some seriously fun-looking combos to pull off, whether you're using a controller or just the touchscreen. You can go solo or grab a buddy for a local co-op, and trust me, every fight feels rather fresh. This game's all about beating up punks and bosses with style, and it's got plenty of new stuff to keep you hooked. Perfect for brawling on the go.
I'm here to investigate a case.
Coming from the same developers of the recent boxes, Lost Fragments, Tiny Robot, and a bunch of other cool games as well. Also, Duck Detective, for those of you who missed it, is one of the most hidden gems we'd had hands on recently. Well, the game brings puzzle solving, adventure, and humor in a kind of a 2 to 3 hour experience. Pretty great for a cozy little gaming afternoon, and despite its short length, it really leaves you wanting more adventures with this adorable crime solving duck. The game balances its tone with just the right amount of challenging word puzzles where you gather clues and fill in the blanks to progress through the story. For me, it really hit the spot. At number 15, Camelon Run is actually an auto runner where you match your character's color to the ground as you race through each level, offering a pretty smooth control. Double jumps and color switching mechanics, it's a blast. The non-linear levels do keep things pretty exciting and you want to compete for the best times. Plus, if you do subscribe to Halfbrick Plus, you get ad-free gameplay and access to other games as well. So if you're into action platformers, Camelon Run is a good one.
All right!
Well, that being said, number 16, Victory Heat Rally brings pretty much anime flair to retro arcade goodness racing. It's definitely one of a kind. This one lets you feel the rush as you slide through a vibrant 2.5 dimensional world packed with pixel perfect goodness and a really good soundtrack of high energy different kinds of beats. It offers a pool of 12 different superstar drivers you can choose, with the option to race solo in championship or go head to head with friends. You can customize your ride, race across locals, from beaches to icy tundras, and chase a different record. It's a really good looking game, really vibrant as well. A quick shout out. Blasphemous is now available on Android in its alpha phase and it's coming to iOS February next year and it'll take you about $8. The combat is intense as ever in the game, the bosses are serious challenges and every bit of that gothic horror from the console version is here. All DLCs included as well. The game, for those of you who missed it, is a religious nightmare and definitely one worth to keep an eye out if you're into history. Blasphemous works with the controller and is easily the most challenging game in nature in today's list. Number 18, well, Robbie Man Adventures is such a cool game. You get to dive into this vibrant forest world with tons of puzzles and secrets. Over 10 hours of gameplay and it really looks amazing. The whole thing is offline too, you can play it wherever, plus you can literally fly on a talent. The voice acting is top notch and the music really catchy. If you're into action-adventure games with a rather unique vibe, this is possibly one of those games you should keep in your radar. Number 19, let's talk about Arcane Quest Legends 2. This one's an action RPG where you're playing as a soul collector, if that makes sense, and you're locked in a deal with death. Well, the cool part here is that you're not stuck in one time period. You'll be jumping between eras, battling samurais, pirates, and even futuristic enemies. In fact, no preset classes here, so you can build your hero however you like. You notice the trailer, picking your own skills, gear, and style. And since it's all offline, you can dive into these battles anytime, anywhere, no Wi-Fi required. And last but not least, we've got Telltale's Pirates, which offers kind of a fresh spin on the puzzle adventures. Offering over 100 handcrafted sliding puzzles spread across 10 chapters, you're going to be helping a treasure-obsessed pirate navigate a tropical island full of traps, obstacles, and enemies. This game combines puzzle solving with exploration, as each chapter brings new environments and challenges. The first 6 chapters are out now, with the 3 final arriving in 2025 at no extra costs. It's a little fun offline experience for mobile, perfect for puzzle fans craving some puzzle adventure on the go. Alright, here's the thing. This has been over half a decade, but one of the finest ever made Android games going by the name Deluxe is now finally available on the Apple Store. The game is now revamped, redone, and even packs a procedurally generated mechanism. See, this new iteration is called Meadowville. There is basically no combat, instead it offers plenty to do and explore that'll keep you relaxed. Remember the PlayStation 4 game Last Guardian? Well, it's kinda like that a lot in overall replay, although more exploring, less hassle. Meadowfall is roughly 1 GB in size and it's offline.